Welcome back to another day here on the Pixelborn Lorcana client. Today we are going to play an Emerald Sapphire aggro deck. That's right, aggro is back on the menu, boys. But before we jump in, we're giving away another booster box. This time it's going to be a Rise of the Floodborn. If you want to get a chance to enter in for that, I'll be giving it away at the end of the month. All you got to do is be a subscriber, join the Discord, and share the video. Those three things need to be done. Get you in, make sure that you're in for it and all that fun stuff. But let's jump into the deck. I don't know if this is good because aggro has been bad lately, but we're going to give it a good whirl. A lot of the cards, their questing capabilities are powerful. Enchantress quested for 2. Flynn quested for 2. I think the only thing in the deck that quests for 1 is Flaversham and the little Basil, but the little Basil turns into the big Basil who draws us cards and quests for 3. So that's pretty neato. We're also running Eye of the Fates to make, some of these guys are going to quest for 4. It's going to be fantastic. There's a little ramp in here. Flaversham has a little card draw to try to keep the game going. Basil draws some cards. Some protection between Aurora and Cogsworth to help keep things on the board / untargetable. We'll see how it goes. Let's jump in and see if we can't win a few. I'm giving away the new Rise of the Floodborn booster box this month, January. I'll be giving them away February 4th-ish during a live stream. All you have to do is make sure that you are subscribed, a member of the Discord channel, and most importantly, share each and every video that you come across. Those 3 things is all you need. That'll get you in for the raffle. We'll be doing the live stream again in February, early February. Don't miss your chance to win a free booster box. Go in second. But I do have a Pawpsicle, a Fishbone, an Eye of Fates, and a Flaversham. There's a lot of card draw coming my way. The thing I like about this deck, and I probably said it I'm going to say it in all the videos, nothing is uninkable. The deck does have some weaknesses, though. There's no targeted removal. Really, I think we largely just ignore our opponent and do our best to just play everything out that we can. Looking for a curve. Turn 1, turn 2, so I got to keep him. I got a couple options on turn 3, but I'll probably play the Cheshire Cat. Turn 4, a couple options, including the Flaversham. Alright, what do I ink? I think I'm actually going to get rid of the Fishbone. I think it's just a little too slow here. Hides a color for us. Opponent doesn't know we are green yet. I like the Pawpsicle. It thins the deck, and it has a potential to heal our characters if we need it. And then, of course, Flaversham. It can draw more cards than the deck even further. Opponent's playing Emerald. You don't see that. This is why I love the lab. You actually get to see fun and interesting decks. Another Flaversham. We are just building up for something great, aren't we? It's kind of leaning towards inking it, but I don't need 2 Flavershams. The good thing about Flaversham is he activates the turn you play him. He's got an enter the battlefield trigger. So I don't have to wait and let my opponent disrupt it. He's got a sword! Is this an Aladdin deck? That'd be pretty sweet. Come on, be an Aladdin deck. Got us an Aladdin gamer. That means we're definitely gonna see the red one though. Oh, Peter Pan, that's not an Aladdin. Winnie the Pooh. Both quests for 2. This one ramps. We're definitely playing that one. What am I inking? What am I inking? Well, the upside with Cheshire Cat, though, if opponent attacks it, it is technically removal. And we don't have a lot of that. We're going to go with the cat. And remember, we largely don't care about our opponent's stuff, but Flynn Rider will attack their hand and Cheshire Cat will remove a character. That's called value. I think next turn just has to be a Flaversham. Just too much advantage there. The opponent's gonna quest. We're definitely winning the quest race. Okay, I do have to ink first, so I will. Sorry, Fishbone. I got another Pawpsicle. I got enough fuel for the Flaversham. Just gotta take as much advantage as I can while I can. He's got a sword! Alright, we're gonna see a Maui. Or we're gonna see a Dragonfire. You're looking at that Flaversham. Quest. Quest. Big Aladdin. It comes in tapped, my friend. That was definitely an oversight. Okay, how do I want to deal with that? The Aladdin is a problem. I mean, I could balance the field here. Right, gain nothing, lose nothing. And then the Aladdin comes off the board. Could also go with a Maleficent who's got a free, well, it still technically gains us a lore. One lore. Takes a character off the board. Could also go with the Eye of Fates. There's a lot of options here. Definitely need to ink something. I don't think Flaversham's doing anything anymore, if I'm being honest. Not with an Aladdin in play. 5. Next turn will be 6. I'm not getting any multi-plays out of anything until turn 7. That is rough. I think I just go with another cat here. It's the cheapest card though. Alright, let's do it this way. Let's do the Maleficent. It does net us 1 lore and possibly takes out a character, right? Because they're going to have to attack it first before Aladdin can attack it. To do the lore swing. Opponent keeps looking at her stuff. Maybe I need to get an Aurora down. Yeah, it's too late. Maybe I needed to get that Aurora down. Alright, opponent's still not attacking though. They might attack it with the Peter Pan. Just to have it off the field. Will you, opponent? Will you just remove it from play? They're definitely thinking about something. Well, they're gonna quest. They're like, I win this race. I'm gaining 3, they're gaining 2. Which is fair. Hey, a double play. I really like the Eye of Fates. It's always that sneaky point my opponent never expects. I know some of you guys watching don't like that. But I think it's just an absolute blast. Alright, we got the little Basil down. The support is huge. Doesn't necessarily do anything right this moment. But that +2 somewhere means I only have to lose 1 character. 2 total. I mean, I got that 5 toughness is a lot. Opponent is touching all of the cards. Quest. LeFou untaps, and then they're what? Peter Pan, and Peter Pan trades the cat. They're just sick of the cat. Okay, they bounce a cat. And then they take out a cat. There it goes. Finally, opponent has done it. So now I can do a double play. Oh, almost lethal. Oh, it is lethal because they don't know about the Eye of Fates. Who needs to take down Aladdin when you're just a better quest and deck? That's victory. Eye of Fates gets us there. 2 Eye of Fates, and I can play both of them. And victory. Love it. Love it. That was pretty cool. I love the Eye of Fates for that sneaky win. Go in first. Oh, I do have a curve. 1, 2, 3. That's a big curve right there. Into 4, into 5. 2 inkables. I like it. I like it because we're going first, I think. Oh, look at that. I effectively gave up nothing. I inked the correct card. That's funny. Tinkerbell. Ooh. Okay. Emerald Steel. Opponent will have removal for us. It's damage removal though, so getting Cogsworth down is actually really good. So Fishbone Quill might be my turn 3 play instead of Caterpillar. Just to have this resist. We will see if Flynn survives. Have it just eat up fire the cannons. We'll see how much removal my opponent's actually running. They just happen to be in steel, which has a ton of damage removal. Which Cogsworth is good against. And yeah, I could have a turn 4 Cogsworth. What did they ink? Ring the bell. So they do care about doing damage. Another Caterpillar. I like them because they're effectively a Hans, but they're cheaper. They don't quite have the attack power, though, of Hans. Last turn. I'm going to try to get both of my Cogsworth into play before I start questing. Wouldn't mind getting into a Flaversham either, honestly. Hand's getting a little thin. Could attack the hook. I'll take no damage from it. This Cheshire cat does nothing, right? Yeah, it's just 3-2. I do want them both, but I can't have them both. Alright, if I attack the Captain Hook, then it'll have 1 damage. And let's see, there's 2 characters that could still attack us. Cheshire cat can still attack Flynn safely. Maybe this hand was too slow. I should have inked the Cogsworth and just gone wide. I saw steel and I saw the Cogsworth and I was blinded by it. I probably should have gone wide. Opponent has enough cheap little things. It's funny how much of a problem Captain Hook still tends to be. That 1-drop 3 power is big. Okay. I don't think Flynn was taking anything out. Alright, I do like that my opponent's hand is getting thin too. I mean, I could ink the Caterpillar and play both of these guys. But I think the Caterpillar is just better, honestly. As far as cost goes, there are some 6-drops. They can technically shift. Just deciding if we keep all of it. Alright, definitely playing Cogsworth. That's a definite known. And then I can safely remove the hook from the equation. Now the question is, do I ink? I think I save it. Caterpillar's just strong enough. I can play both next turn. Caterpillar effectively has a 5 butt, kind of. We need to do at least 3 points of damage to do a single point of damage to it. Do they throw away the Cheshire Cat just to get some damage on Cogsworth, though? Swords is a lot less effective, which is really nice. Thank you, Cogsworth. And we can't be targeted because of ward. I mean, there's a lot of upside to this position. Just depends on what opponent has. There goes the big Cheshire Cat. It costs 5 to shift. So they could still have the other one. Hooray. I just play out both characters. Let's see. They could get 4 points of damage through into a Cogsworth, and then swords. You'll defeat one Cogsworth, not the other. I think we're just questing. Now opponent quests for 5, I quest for 9. That's nice. Takes us both up to 13. Yes, your targeted removal does work on the other ones, unfortunately. I don't have a big Aurora. Yep. Swords does practically nothing. But now they can double attack into the Cogsworth. One of the Cogsworths. They would have to attack with both Ray and Cheshire Cat to take down a Cogsworth. In which case they're not questing, that gives us a huge lead. Yeah, I think that's what they just identified. That's too much of a lead. Oh boy, there we go. That's who I want to see. I'll just cast you. We don't need to shift. Board protection. Alright, now how do you deal with that opponent? I mean, I got lethal in play. I don't know how you deal with it. You need targeted removal for Aurora. Still puts us at +9. Then you attack down a Cogsworth, +7. Yeah, it's just not there. I won't make you suffer, opponent. I'll just go straight for the throat. What an interesting game. Go in second. Pixelborn, I am low key. What a name. Alright, well I don't need another Flaversham, but I do got a Pawpsicle. This is too high of a curve. I'll keep the caterpillar though. Oh, I would love to see the Basil, man. I don't think I've ever successfully had the shift. Ruby. Steel. Double removal. Oh! Am I going to be able to shift? See, it's a turn 5, so you need to come down at turn 4 at the latest. But it's a turn 1, turn 2. It's a little dangerous to get you out. Turn 3. And then it could be a turn 4 shift with Winnie the Pooh. Okay. Giving up my colors here. But opponent gave up there, so it's only fair. Alright. Loki. Loki. Like the god of mischief. Loki. A Jaffa. It's a Jaffa. Works well against my Ray, unfortunately. Oh, I love my hand. Opponent's got very big swings. I feel like you should have evasive. Somehow you don't. Alright. My turn 3 is looking a little clogged. Gotta give up one of these 3 drops. Get a Basil down. Basil? Basil? Basil. 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 Nailed it. First try. I do like Basil though, because he does... That had to have been an accident, right? Whoops! I'm guessing? That had to be an accident. Oh, 2 Basils. I don't need 2 Basils. I mean, I do take down the Captain Hook here. It's fine. It's fine. I don't even care if it's a good play. I've never shifted a Basil, and I want to do it. There goes my Pawpsicle. It's good timing, because I technically do have a turn 4, but that's not going to be my turn 4 play. Alright, I gotta lose 2 cards out of my hand to pull this off. That's one of them. And I will do it. I just don't know who I'm gonna hit. Probably keep my expensive... I don't need a Flaversham now, right? Yeah, I don't need a Flaversham now. I have done it! I have shifted a Basil! And I've drawn all the cards. Fantastic. Alright, do we give up Basil immediately? Take out the Captain Hook and then let Prince Eric trade? Yeah, I think that's probably fine. Benja doesn't take down either one, so Prince Eric has a choice. Who do they want to take down? Probably Basil, I'm guessing. Because it quests for 3. Winnie the Pooh ramps, though. And both our characters quest for 2. Oh, you're going to let me do... Okay, fine. I am A-okay with that. Okay, I don't have another Basil. I inked him, so... let's see. I could play 2 characters, or I could play 1 big threat. I think we start with Aurora, if I'm being honest. It demands removal, and every turn they don't deal with it, all my other characters are safe. Could go Cheshire into Caterpillar, though. That is 5. And they're both safe from a swords. Let's do it. I will not go through with the... I don't need to ramp. Well, I will not go through with ramping. I just don't need it. Everything in my deck costs 6 or less. And the Basils are shifting out at 5. So technically everything costs 5 or less. Alright, Tinkerbell takes out the Winnie the Pooh. They don't have a swords, thankfully. But now I do need to be careful. Tinkerbell does just get a free attack off. So let's see, I play Aurora here in a quest with Cheshire Cat, right? Because then Tinkerbell would have to, if it's going to attack, it has to attack Cheshire Cat. And if it's going to use its ability, the ability has to hit Aurora. Is that going to be competitive enough, though? And then I get 2 plays. I think Aurora's definitely coming down here. And I'm most certainly going to quest with the cat. But only questing with the cat's not going to be good enough. And of course, Benja could always attack it, and then I have to deal with the Tinkerbell. How do I deal with Tinkerbell? I could stop Benja from and make it so Tink is the only one. Let's do it. I think that's the correct play. I'm going to give up the Flynn now. Maybe I should have waited. It's a guarantee next turn if I want it, right? Because every card in my deck is inkable. Another Tinkerbell? Are you kidding? I already couldn't deal with one. Well, Ray is at least good here. Ray's gonna let me win this race. I'm happy if Tinkerbell attacks. Less lore and they lose it. And next turn I just have victory, right? Next turn's just a simple victory. They -2 off me? Yeah, I still win. Oh, we got there. Low key. That was a good game. It's not done yet. They could still technically have swords. They don't have it. That was a good game, Loki. The ward from Aurora is also huge. It prevents our opponent from taking out multiple characters. Well played. Ready for the win, baby. And for the post-game wrap, yes, it is a shorter video today, guys. Today that I'm recording this is my wife's birthday, so I had to get as much footage as I could. We got the holidays, there's a bunch going on. I know I'm doing a live stream tomorrow as of the time of this recording, but not tomorrow when you're watching this. It already happened. January 1st, I did the live stream for the first booster box. So it's just a little chaotic, so the video just happens to be a little shorter today. What would I change about the deck? Nothing, it's fun. It's fun, that's the point of the deck. It quests really well, and between the Cogsworth and the Aurora, there's a surprising amount of resiliency for our opponent taking out our field, which is really great, especially when we're talking about characters that quest for 3 at a time and you got 2 or 3 of them in play. Like, that kind of pressure is really tough. And when you have this added extra pressure, like they have to get through these first, makes dealing with the rest of the board pretty difficult. So it was fun. It actually worked out really well, surprisingly. Aggro is back, baby. Super excited for this deck. This is one of my favorite color combos, and it's just been absolutely awful. Little caveat, I did run it in the lab. I told you guys in yesterday's video we are going to be playing primarily in the lab from this point forward because the meta has largely settled. And I like to think I'm good enough to be competitive, but I'm not a competitive player. So, you know, I don't like to just stick my nose in there just to get it punched. not as fun for me as you think it might be. But that's going to do it. I have the links in the description down below for the deck list, for the Discord, and for the Patreon. If you want to be ahead on videos, there's also the Patreon. But that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow.